You are welcome to learnarabiceasily.com. Download our videos to beautify your home with Arabic and Islamic knowledge.
Assalamu alaikum. You're welcome to grammar class. Today our topic is al-mu'rabat. Let's get started. So we can divide a word into al-mu'rab and al-mabni, which means division of word into mu'rab, and mu'rab means inflected, while al-mabni means uninflected. Then we are going to look at a lot of examples. Al-amthila. Let's get started. So we can have the word divided into al-mu'rab, which means inflected end, or the word or the noun with an inflected end, and al-mabni, the word with an uninflected word. Let's get started. So al-mu'rabat, those words that are inflected, that is, the end will change, it is not permanent. We have them in al-asma'ul mutamakkina, in the inflected nouns. We have some nouns that their ends are always inflected, and that is the basis of a noun in Arabic language. The end should be inflected. So when the end is not inflected, then it is either resembling a preposition. Then in verbs we have al-af'al al-mudhari'ah, the present verbs. There is an exemption. When we get there, we're going to talk about the exemption for present verbs that the end will not be inflected. Now let us look at inflection in al-asma'ul mutamakkina, in the inflected nouns. So we say al-ismu yu'rabu bil-rafi'i wal-nasbi wal-jar. A noun is always inflected with rafu', with nasbu and al-jar. A noun will not take jazmu. Take note of that. For example, we have ja'a zaydun. You can see the zaydun as dhamma here, which is the rafu', for example. Another is ra'aytu zaydan. The zaydun, the dhammatan on zayd changes into fathatan, therefore it's becoming inflected. We say marartu bi zaydin, I passed by zayd. The fathatan also changes into kasratan. That is a full inflection. You can see from dhamma to fatha and from fatha to kasra. In verbs, inflection in verbs occurs in only one type of tense, that is the present tense. So we say al-af'alul mu'raba, al-fi'lu yu'rabu bil-raf'i wal-nasbi wal-jazmi. The verb is inflected with rafu', that is dhamma, wal-nasbu, that is fatha and its sisters, wal-jazm, that is sukun and the sisters. The verb will never take kasra, that is jar. So the major participant in the inflected verb is al-fi'lu al-mudhari', that is the present verb, with just two conditions. Either when lam yattasil bihi noon niswa, if the noon of feminine plural does not join to the end, that is noon fatihanna. For example, you have yadhhabna. Yadhhabna. The last letter of the verb is ba, and it is having sukun, but the sukun is permanently uninflected because of the noon fatha of the plural feminine that joins at the end. Tadhhabna is also an example. So the second condition is إذا لم يتصل به نون التوكيد, if the noon of emphasis does not also join to the end. لأذهبن, I must go. لا أذهبن, I must go. The last letter of the verb is ba fatha ba, and is having fatha permanently uninflected because of the introduction of nun shadda or nun sukun that are called nun at-tawkid, the two nuns of emphasis. So let's have analysis. So where you say la adhabanna, so I pick up the adhaba and I do the analysis for you. So we say it is failun mudari as usual. It is a present verb. However, instead of saying marfu'un or mansubun and majzoom, you say mabniyun. And mabniyun means permanently uninflected. Ala al-fathi, with fatha. And there's a reason for that. So you have to mention the reason. So you say litisalihi binun at-tawkid, because of his joining with the nun of emphasis, which is nun shadda fatyanna. So the nun at-tawkid is the focus. It is what makes the present tense to have fatha that is permanently uninflected. Al-mabniyat. We have 4 types of uninflected words. Al-asma'u ghayru al-mutamakkina, the uninflected nouns. We have al-fi'l al-madi, the past verb. We have fi'l al-amri, we have the command verb or the imperative verb. And the last is al-huruf, the prepositions. So all these 4 categories, they are permanently given an haraka. So we look at al-asma'u ghayru al-mutamakkina, the words that are permanently uninflected. We have the category of dama'ir, all the pronouns. All the pronouns, they are, the end is permanent. Anta, you say damirun munfasil mabniyun ala al-fathi. Huwa mabniyun ala al-fathi. Ana mabniyun ala al-sukun. Asma'ul ishara. Asma'ul ishara, these are the demonstrative pronoun. So the end is permanently uninflected. Al-asma'ul mawsula, the relative pronouns. For example, you have alladhi, that for feminine, for masculine, allati, that for feminine. So mabniyun ala al-harakat al-akhira, the basis is that they are uninflected on the last vowel, but not all the time, as the case may be. So fi'l al-amri is also permanently uninflected, and the principle is yubna ala ma yujzamu bihi. Yubna ala ma yujzamu bihi means it's going to be permanently uninflected on what we used to give it jazmu. So if sukun is the jazmu, then you say mabniyun ala sukun, and others like that. So example is idhab. Idhab means go. Another example is idhaba. Idhaba, we're commanding 2 people to go, either male or female. You say 2 of you go. So what is the sign of uninflection here? What is the permanent haraka we give here? So like we said, it will have uninflected end by what it is given jazm. So the first one is idhab, so we say mabniyun ala sukun. The next one is idhaba, you say mabniyun ala hadfi an-nun. Hadf an-nun is what we used to give is jazm, so also is going to be mabniyun ala hadfi an-nun. So let's have the analysis together. Idhab, fi'l al-amri is a command verb, mabniyun ala sukun, it is given sukun permanently. Idhaba is also fi'l al-amri, command verb, mabniyun ala hadfi an-nun, it is permanently given hadf an-nun. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.